First news story, actual news story we're going to talk about is kind of an update from something that broke over the weekend. So, over the weekend, news came out. Actually, it was announced that Ivy Nile of NXT was going to be working for Booker T's Reality of Wrestling next weekend, this upcoming weekend. And this then led to a tweet from Brian Alvarez that stated that WWE is going to allow NXT superstars to work for quote unquote select indies. And he didn't say anything else on that. And so everyone ran with that story. And then in the post-show press conference after NXT Vengeance Day, Shawn Michaels was actually asked about this. Shawn Michaels was asked about this, where he said, no, this is not a thing where we're going to let our NXT superstars go out and work for other companies. Actually, it's a one-time thing. Booker asked for Ivy Nile, and we said, sure. And so we then go with, okay, he shot down the rumors. This comes from the horse's mouth, the man running NXT, Shawn Michaels. But now this next part, maybe take with just a pinch of salt, because Dave Meltzer actually tried to clarify some things going forward on a recent edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, where he stated, quote, I will try to explain it. Ivy Nile will be working a show in a couple of weeks for Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. Right now, the Reality of Wrestling, because of Booker T, it's not. Shawn Michaels actually said it's a one-time thing. From what I understand, regarding Reality of Wrestling goes, they expect to get some NXT stars from time to time. Brian Alvarez had put in a tweet, and Brian is basically correct that there are several other companies that have been talked to with the idea that they may be able to get NXT stars. But the Booker T thing has to go well. If it goes well, there are other companies, and I think they're targeting companies that have good relationships with AEW and see what they can do. That's part of it, of course, too. They would be willing to send in theory, NXT talent to some independents at maybe. Companies have been talked to. Whether it ends up happening or not, we don't know. So basically what Meltzer is saying here, and he kind of got long-winded and fumbled over some things here, but what he's basically saying is if everything goes well with Ivy Nile working Reality of Wrestling, then WWE would consider other independent promotions possibly using NXT talent. But everything has to go well with the Booker T one, and then they'll go from there. So that's the possibility. It's possible. Shawn right now didn't want to maybe give too much out there and just said, oh, this is a one-time deal right now. Right now. One-time deal right now. But it could be something in the future where not all the time and not very frequent, but we see here and there NXT superstars go and work for different companies, a la what Triple H used to do NXT superstars do with Evolve. Remember when we would see Johnny Gargano, the Street Profits, Cassius Ohno, Drew McIntyre, and others go work for Gabe Sapolsky's Evolve? This could be something similar to that, where they have a very select few of indie promotions that they are going to work with to sometimes periodically here and there say, hey, you need a tag team? Here's Pretty Deadly. You need a female superstar? Here's Indy Hartwell. You know what I mean? So maybe that is what this is going to be in the long term. Not something that's going to be every single weekend or every single month maybe, but here and there, spot for spot, and, you know, different situations evaluated different ways. We'll see how it goes. So it's not 100% shot down that this is a one-time thing only and it's never going to happen again. But as of right now, they're doing a trial run.